Hello! Now I'm going to tell you a secret. First off, this is the third time that I've been recorded this episode. Because every time I come here, I get stuck. Well, at least that's what has happened thus far. Namely, I pick up this bottle. Then I wake up, light the candle, pick up my oil thing and try to get up there. That is not what I am meant to do. What I'm meant to do is much easier. Namely, I'm supposed to move the rubble. Ta-da! We should be able to open the door now. And this time I actually managed to record a proper episode in this regard, since every previous one had me stuck in that room for 20 minutes.
Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst. My God, Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit, let us out of here!
Seems they did get the magic wine of doom. There's a note here. My name is Wilhelm, House of Carrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle of Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. By the way, if you are noticing that I am talking a bit oddly, that's because I am eating candy right now, because I'm an idiot. And I can't be bothered to stop eating this specific candy while recording this episode. I don't know why I started eating the candy right as I started, but hey, there we go. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming, their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes and I can no longer click this thing. Aqua Regia. How's my sanity? Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty damn decent. No worries there.
Getting closer somehow.
There are apparently enemies nearby. Somewhere. At least that is what the hint implied. There he is. Oh. So I'm not supposed to stare at enemies. My sanity is now 3 points. Let's stand around in the light for a second. I will try to avoid eating this specific candy while recording horror games, but it's good candy. What can I say? Can't remember what flavor this is. Anyway, I can move on now. Door has been closed. There is a tinderbox thing. Get it. Got our orpiment. Lots of various wines here. Is there anything else? There's a door here. Right. I now have all the stuff I need. I think. At least I have circled around this whole place. So if I did miss anything, oh well. I do have mementos, don't I? And I do have 4 chemicals now, don't I? I think I do. Right, click. After enduring 3 days of Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of stuff that I didn't manage to read. More fleshy things. And I have to get that side, don't I? It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the 2 young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun and smoke. I should grab a screenshot of that next episode. Of these messages, I mean. Because for some reason unknown to me, the Fraps doesn't record these messages until they finally move out of the screen of these. When they finally fade away, that's when Fraps starts recording them. It's kind of weird, very different from what it does with Skyrim, since with Skyrim the game crashes for me, I can't see what's going on, but Fraps still records what is actually happening in the game window. So yeah, different stuff there. Okay, do I have notes? Early alchemy experiment. Okay. Everything was shaking, I had to do that. Okay, and exactly how do I place the chemicals? Oh, it starts from this side? Oh. It doesn't matter then, it's just going to add them however it wants to add them anyway. No visitors there. Okay, which char was which char? This was cuprite, right? And then this was aquaregia. Oh. I need a container. There's probably nothing interesting in here, is there? Sure, there should be an empty bottle somewhere. Right, there we go. The chemistry pot I picked up earlier. So let's repeat the exercise. And the cube right and the accuracy thing. And I now have a jar of goo or pot of acid. Someone has stolen my staircase. I'm going to return down here because it's light here. And that's... Find a way to climb back up. Right then, let's try to find this way. It's supposed to take me back up.
This shouldn't be.
Oh, hello. Has this road opened? Oh, no, it hasn't. There's probably an alternative route or something. I think Daniel always has a headache. It has nothing to do with my terrible performance at this game. What did this do again? Yeah, I already read this. Seriously, what does it do? Is it the remnant of the Brennenburg like save game thingy? Seriously? No, something has happened here. I had some lights burning here before. I suppose everything might have gone out when this disaster happened. Now we have insects. I'm not sure if there are actually insects here or if that's just Daniel's go-to hallucination. Something terrible happens? Hallucinate about insects. Big slugs. Then slugs, they're larvae. They look like larvae. I don't want to know what they might become if that's the size of the larvae, but that's what it looks like. Okay then. And let's see if this box is of any use to me. Probably not. I should maybe move things more centerwards. That's word, right? I think it's just going to fall off. Yeah, we're upstairs. And let's use the door. He sat down by the gaspa wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and stuff. I didn't read that. How's my physical health? Still the same. This doesn't look nice at all. Exactly where I'm supposed to go. Nowhere specified. There are... Probably downstairs, since I need to go to the very stone of Brennenburg eventually. Can be this home, yes. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top, too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. And here we shall end this episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.